Hello, Tiger fans. Thanks for joining us here. A little preview of the NAIA tournament with Coach Ginger, Colvin, Matt Payton here as the Lady Tigers get set to make a record 25th appearance in the NAIA National Tournament tomorrow afternoon. Coach, it's been a long few days. It seems like forever since you've played. You've been in Billings since Sunday.
Right.
We're less than 24 hours out. Time to get things rolling.
Finally. Like you said, we've been here since Sunday, and we're just anxious. We're ready to play. We got knocked out of the first round of the conference tournament, and that we've had a lot longer than usual. Probably has worked out the best for us. We've had a little bit of sickness, and we were able to get out here, hopefully get acclimated to the weather, to the air, but we're ready to play tomorrow.
A long day of travel,
Yeah.
so coming out a little early, you mentioned getting used to the air, the extra layoff. How do you use that as a positive to have that extra rest, the extra preparation for your team?
Well, first of all, you can just go back and add some stuff. When you get into the conference play, everybody knows, for example, what you're going to run for Emily Fox, the quick hit plays to get her looks. So by the end of conference season, we don't run them anymore. So it's a great time to go back and refresh those plays and keep going over those and give ourselves an opportunity to get back to the stuff that worked for us early in the year. And then, like we said, some of our kids have been sick and they've had an opportunity to rest a little bit. Madison Clemens has had an opportunity to get another shot in her back and help that and alleviate some of the swelling and some of the pain and hopefully get her fresh. So it's been a good time off in those aspects.
You mentioned conference play and teams being very familiar with one another. By the time tomorrow is over with, you will play Talladega for the 5th time in 2 years.
Yes.
So that's as many as you've played most of the conference teams in the Mid-South, the team that you are extremely familiar with, your opening round opponent here.
We have, and that's odd because, when the bracket came out and we saw Talladega, I was extremely shocked because in the past we've just kind of gotten away from any of the teams that we played. Now, with our conference having 4 teams in it, that's tough on the committee, I'm sure. And then we had played several of the other teams that are in this, Bethel, John Brown, obviously Talladega being one of those. But, it's a team we're very familiar with and a team that we not only played, a team that played other teams in our league, a team we were able to watch down in the Champions Classic, so we know what to expect, and we've got to watch them quite a bit.
They are the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference regular season and tournament champion, a very good season that Coach Harrod's club has had. And talk me through, you at one point went up there this year, Madison Clemens since the last second shot, and then a blowout win at home. How do you keep the team focused? This is the national tournament, and you go back and look. A couple of previous appearances for Talladega, 2-point ball games against 2 very good teams here. So how do you keep the team focused and not thinking about that big win at the Powell Center in mid-November?
Well, I think you first go back and remind them that we were beaten at Talladega last year, previous season, and then we had to do everything. There was a series of things that had to happen for us to win at Talladega this year. And then at our place, we were really, really hot. We shot the ball well, and that's what we've told the kids. We don't think it's as bad as a road trip to Talladega. I'm sure they don't think it's as bad as a road trip to Campbellsville. We're on a neutral court, so we have to play it that way. And so we're very familiar with the fact, and we know they're so good in transition. They're so athletic, and there's a lot of things that they do well. And we're not going into it thinking that they're going to lay down and not give us a game.
And that familiarity is kind of a double-edged sword. You're very familiar with them, but then again, on that same side of the coin, they know what you like to do, what you want to do. So how do you balance that, doing what we do well versus throwing some new wrinkles at that team?
Well, obviously, our defense is something that we just have to be even more keen with, and they've seen it twice now. And like you say, in the last couple of years, they've seen it quite a bit. So it's something I'm sure they're going to prepare for. Lexus Graham did not play against Talladega at home, and Madison Stewart has not played against Talladega as of yet. So hopefully that's two weapons that we have that they've not been able to see. And but yeah, it's we, like I say, I think if we can add some more things offensively, get some good looks offensively, our defense hopefully will carry us through it.
Now let's take a look at the rest of kind of that Naismith quadrant, so to speak, Coach. And obviously, your game will be the 3:45 Eastern game. You can catch coverage on 88.7 The Tiger beginning at 3:30 Eastern. And then you move to that lower game. The 2 seed in the bracket is Baker out of Kansas. against Mobile, another team that you guys have seen. So you could, with a victory over Talladega, if Mobile pulls a win, you could see another team that you've already played this season in a second round matchup. Your thoughts there about Baker and Mobile?
You know, Baker's played extremely well all year, been top 10. They've actually moved up in the last few polls. They won their league, done an outstanding job. They shoot the ball really, really well, have great guard play, lead the nation in block shots. They do a good job defending in the paint. And, you know, they've got a lot that they can build on, a Final Four team from last year, and have played well this year to win that league, a really tough league. And then you look at a Mobile who came and played in the Southern States Challenge over the break. We were able to see them at Campbellsville 3 times. We were actually able to play them. And they have, as of late, played really, really well. Upset Loyola, upset Bethel to win the Southern States, and are playing extremely well right now. They have 2 above-average players, and they're playing well. I think their guard, the lefty, if you guys got to see the games there, threw something like 37 up against Bethel in the finals, and you know that's a team that knows them well. So she's really hot. They've got a post player that's playing extremely well for them too, and I think they've really started playing a lot better defense than they were earlier in the season. So either one, hopefully we have to worry about it, and hopefully it's a team that we have to prepare for. But you know, I think if we're fortunate enough to get past Talladega, we've got our hands full with either one of them.
And then we look at that upper portion of the Naismith bracket, the number 1 overall seed, Freed Hardeman, I believe 33-0, making their 21st appearance in this tournament. So they're a team that they're very familiar with being here on the national stage. They take on host school Rocky Mountain College, and a team, you look at the record, it's not one that, you kind of look at that. I think 13-18 on the season. But again, if you're not careful, you get tripped up. They're here at home. Probably going to have a big crowd. You're going to make things a little bit interesting.
And it's tournament time, so you don't overlook anything tournament time. Dale Neal does an outstanding job with his team. I don't think they'll overlook by any chance. And I've been able to watch them play quite a bit this season. They're a very, very nice team.
And then we take a look at that 4-5 matchup. Our Lady of the Lake out of Texas takes on the Masters out of California. That figures to be a pretty good ball game.
Sure, and the Masters is a team we're familiar with as well. We played them last season, second round. They've got great size. They played well in their conference play as of late, and then they turn around and play a team like Our Lady of the Lake who presses from start to finish, no matter what. They're very athletic. That's their tempo. They go out and they press. The entire time, so it'll be a good matchup. Masters is going to have a little bit more size, a little bit more strength in the paint, and Our Lady's going to make it a 90-foot game.
And Coach, we know you guys are going to get ready for the banquet, the last little bit of, pre-tournament work that you're going to do here, and then tomorrow afternoon take to the court. So best of luck to you and the Lady Tigers.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Coach Ginger Colvin and the Lady Tigers take to the floor tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 Eastern. You can catch that game on the Campbellsville University Sports Network, 88.7 The Tiger. Matt Payton here in Billings, Montana. We'll see you later.